Gurudev, how long does it take for a soul to reincarnate?
There is no criteria, no time. It can just few hours or may take thousands of years. It depends on the karma. The people who reincarnate almost in few hours.
Gurudev, how can we ensure that we don't carry strong unfilled desires into the next lifetime?
We must see what we desire, what is the goal of that desire. Is it to have happiness, bliss, that you can have anyway. So, we must see whether this desire is really needed for us or it is futile. That I would call as wisdom. When you see, say, suppose you want to build a house on top of a hill and this is your desire and it doesn't fructify, and the fag end of the life you can't go, I want to have a house on the top of the hill, Okay, you can have it, next life you will do it, but if you see, so what if I don't have on top of the hill, I can have it on the beach, So, something better may come to us. If you put your attention on that, be hankering over it. If someone says, oh, I want to build a big place, an ashram or a temple, and it takes me so many lifetimes, that means your spirit is very weak. If your spirit is strong, you wish and then it happens. That is Siddhi, that is perfection. We want something and it happens. This is when we are centered, when we are centered, when we want nothing, then any desire doesn't take much time to manifest. That's the power of yoga. Yogis take one desire in many years. If you are far away from yoga or spiritual practice, in one day you have many desires. That is where the sadhana helps. Pranayama, Sudarshan Kriya, meditation, all these practices are meant to free you from all type of obsession. Whether it's from this life or previous life or some old impressions, all this helps.
If life is a dream, Gurudev, how can we wake up from this life dream?
The realization life is a dream, you are already awake. Just that little thought that this is all like a dream. The entire past is like a dream. The future could be a dream. That shifts something within you. Then you realize, oh, there is something that is beyond the ephemeral world we are in. Something that is not changing, that appears to be the context of everything. That dawns. Only thing is we cannot just take it as a concept, but leave it. Feeling is different from just having life is a dream, is a concept. But feeling, this is all like a dream. This happens whenever you are very happy. Is it real? You wonder, oh, is it real? But when people are miserable, they think it is very real. When our consciousness is stuck in the outer, in things and people and events, then we forget our own strength, the strength of the seer. We are with the scenery, we are lost in the scenery, and when we keep losing ourselves in the scenery, we start becoming miserable. So we take a step back from the scenery, wait a minute, let me go back to myself. So when you withdraw, this is the very essence of yoga, getting back to the seer. From being lost in the objective world to getting back to the source of subjective world. This is what it is.
Gurudev, I'm a little curious. How do mediums know about the souls that have left the body? Did they not reincarnate yet?
The world of spirits are very mystical and very deep. Our consciousness has so much treasure, it's like fathoming the ocean. people who study oceanography, at least they know something about ocean. But with the consciousness, there are so many levels of spirits, several levels of souls. And so some souls can choose to become mediums. They can speak through people and all that thing happen. But many times the medium themselves are not very pure and very clear. So they get all mixed up. So it will not be purely channeling a particular entity. It could be their own mind, their own cravings, aversions, all those things also comes through that. Some of the predictions would be right, but many of them will go wrong. Past will be right, but future they can't predict. These mediums cannot fully predict your future.
Gurudev, there's so much energy inside an atom, enough to make a nuclear bomb, and yet I'm made up of so many of these atoms, but I get tired so easily. So where's the disconnect there?
Well, you know, you may have electricity at your home, but your switch is off, then you will still be in darkness. You have a lot of power at home. You have energy. Your gas cylinder is full of gas, but it is off, so you won't get that coming up in the fire. So you need to know how to tap into the energy that you are.